Hello and welcome to Library Salad. Today's episode, Reason Why We Still Love Children's Books, is brought to you by the Monroeville Public Library in Pennsylvania. Hi, I'm Alice, and once again, we are just tossing some ideas around, and now we're going to sort of take a step back in time and talk about the children's books that we've all loved. Now, here's an example of some. No, I am not opening up my own library. I did get this from the Monroeville Library. Some of them are actually were checked out. So I got the actual DVD instead, but we'll just work this through. About 2019, Reader's Digest compiled a list of the 25 best children's books. These are, a sample of them.
You killed Peter Rabbit.
I did not. There you go. Here he is. Okay, so the things about this is that there's a couple of commonalities. And one of them is they withstood the test of time. Some of these, hopefully we recognize them all, really date back and were published even in, here's some examples of it. Goodnight Moon was 1947. Taking a step back further, Alice in Wonderland, 1865. We've got Harold and the Purple Crayon, 1955. The Very Hungry Caterpillar, 69. Snowy Day, 1962. And what have I left out? This was 1902, was Peter Rabbit. All right, so let's swing on back. Besides the fact that they withstood the test of time, a big thing about them is children's books you really think about, a lot of them have a good rhyming to them. And decades later, from when you had read them, you were able to remember a lot of the rhymes to it. Just like I do not like green eggs and ham. After that comes,
Now you tell me.
I do not like them, Sam, I am. That was on the top 25 list too. So those rhymes do make it very memorable. We also have the illustrations. The children's books are very well illustrated, and the beauty of them really help tell a story also. And we've got great messages. A lot of the things that we learn from books, we really can continue to teach us as we get older. And one of those that I'd like to talk about is Stone Soup by Marsha Brown. This is one of my favorites, my family's favorites. And if you don't know the story, I'll try to sort of condense it quite a bit for you, is that a group of soldiers enter a town, and what happens is they're very hungry, and they ask the people in the town, do you have any food that you can share with us? Bread, things like that. And everybody, whenever they would come to the door, townspeople would say, no, we do not have anything. So soldiers go to the middle of the town, and what they do is they get a big pot. They put a fire under the pot, and the townspeople starting to notice and looking out, what are they doing? They fill it up with some water, and townspeople come closer and they say, what are you doing? And the soldiers say, we're making stone soup. And everyone says, I haven't heard of stone soup. So they put stones in there and they stir it. They taste it and they say, this is delicious. But you know what? Stone soup does taste better with maybe some onions. And suddenly the townspeople say, oh, I have an onion. And they put the onions in. They stir some more. This tastes even better. But you know what? Stone soup with a little celery. And they put some of that for Thanksgiving. Anyway, so they put that in. And more, they keep adding to what would enhance the taste. The townspeople come in, they add it. One is even pictured in it as carrying a side of beef to put into that. And finally, everybody tastes and says, the best soup ever. They sit down, they have a party, there's dancing. And finally, the soldiers have to move on. They say goodbye. And the town people say, now, as long as we have the recipe for stone soup, we'll never go hungry. So the whole theory, but the whole actual message behind that is if people work together, they can actually make something great. So that is Stone Soup. So let me know, what is your favorite children's book that you enjoyed so many years back, and maybe you're reading it to the new generations. Thank you much for joining us.